But statements now, or more they should know. So there's a difference. And Ministry of Education also make that difference very, very clear.
She came here and she's not been allowed to take to do the fasting.
We have schools started by the missions and the Muslims. They started with a philosophy, a purpose. Later, the government came in.
The new controversy in town right now is about the Wesley girls, SHS. I'm talking about the Kewegehe, together with the Muslim girl who do say Sabi, fasting and so on and so forth. You know, this issue is sparking a lot of controversies within the system. Now, you know the level of thinking that our leaders are doing. Aside that, the individuals, I'm talking about the comment that they are making, you know, a whole lot. Now, the Bishop Catholic Association has also warned the education minister not to treat this matter as a human rights matter, because the moment you treat a matter in the education sector as a human rights matter, automatically the nation will lose its value as a nation. Ahanum Bjay, so can you subscribe? I think we are sharing for the next thing is you do well to leave a comment. You know, to those of us who don't know the genesis of this whole thing, today let me take time to explain to you why this thing is happening. And I said, today I'm going to break everything down for you to understand. You know, not long ago, the Wesley girls SHS, as we all know them to be Kewegehe, you know, at the central region, when it comes to one of the most good performing schools, Wesley girls. And then we know that Wesley girls is about Methodists. It is full of Methodists and so on and so forth. There was a Muslim girl who went there, and then as for her, it was time for Ramadan. So, Abi, you know, as the tradition says, I was said, fasting for 30 days and so on and so forth. So we start in the morning and then break around like 6 or 7 something or so. Yes. So according to this girl, the fasting time is in. I was fasting. And me was school muha was say according to the girl was school muha obi anya fasting. But lest we forget, I was saying in Wesley girls, nobody is having the right, whether you being a Christian, whether you being a Muslim, whether you being a rich or whatever, whether you being an assemblist, even Methodist, you do not have the right to fast. Why? When it comes to ulcer, girls are the most easiest people to get along with. So in the wisdom of the school, to prevent say a man be ulcer, and then they are all girls. Then team tone time, when you suffer bow, when you suffer charming bow, we do not fast in the school.
She came here and she's not been allowed to take to do the fasting. Then she was worried. So she told me that she's not been given the chance to do fasting one, and even she had the opportunity to meet the head, and still the head did not allow her to do the fasting.
Ismail, a first-year student, didn't understand why the school does not allow students to fast. And so when the dad called her, she informed him that she is not being allowed to fast. Hence the visit of the dad.
He's saying, like, the Muslims are not allowed to fast in this school. I didn't understand, so I wanted to meet the headmistress for her to explain to me. But I didn't get the chance to talk to her, so I was there when they came to call me. She wants to meet me. But at first, I was really worried. I even cried a lot because it's my tradition, and I've been doing it since I was a kid. Almost 8 years I started fasting. So I was very sad when they told me I can't be able to fast this year. I was really sad.
The headmistress of the school indicated it was not only Muslim students in the school that are not allowed to fast, but all students from different denominations, including Christians. But Mr. Al-Hassan was not convinced. He wanted the school to allow the student to fast.
So I myself today and the mother, we came together, and then we sat down with the administrator, and then he subsequently took us to the head. We sat down and then we started the discussion. So in fact, I said that I want to take her home and then change school for her so that she can get a school where she can do the fasting. But later on, when we finished and the head asked her whether she's ready to go out of this school and go to another school. She said no.
Bushira Ismail indicated although she has come to love the school because of the ideals and the holistic education provided, she wishes management would reconsider its stance on fasting. Thus, the headmistress put the question to the student after the father still insisted withdrawing the daughter from the school. She asked her if she wanted to stay and learn or follow the dad. Bushira replied she would stay and learn.
So the thing is not about Muslims alone. People are trying to do a thing like a Muslim. No, the thing is not about Muslims, but rather it cuts across. So the Methodists and I said the authorities of the school, the stakeholders, they thought of it wise. So in fact, the rate at which Nkofonya Orsan, it is very, very serious. Therefore, they have to step in and then make sure to come out with a law say nobody in the school is supposed to fast, not even a Methodist, not even them. So in the school we don't fast. That is their tradition. Now, all what we can see or hear from the Minister of Education, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, say it is the human right of everybody to practice any religion that the person prefers on campus. Mr. Minister, how can you treat education matters as human rights? If we are saying that this is against international human rights, then the question is, what at all, or why are we having a constitution as a nation? Because there are some things where we do think that it is against international human rights. What are some of the things? Students not putting on their preferred haircut and so on and so forth. Not long ago, the minister came in and said that the school is not a beauty content. This issue is not about human rights. This issue is about what made the school the school. Now, the Ghana Catholic Bishop Association has also issued a strong warning to the ministry, especially to the minister, saying, in fact, the school was a school before the government even came in. And the government did not come in as a full-time owner, but rather as a partner. So the government is a major stakeholder in it. Beno Krano, he is not having the full-time control over this whole thing or over the school. It is just a partner you are in. We are in to do business because we said that, look, because of your vision, we want to buy in, we want to do some things along. So you just train people for the nation. This is when the nation, this is when the government came in. Or you do think that because a buying was share you can do anything that you like. According to the Ghana Bishop Catholic Association, and some of the Minister of Education and then the government, and they say, so they should send it to the government public schools, but not to the missionary. They are not going to allow that. Bjay show, subscribe. I think we are sharing link in the mouth. For the next thing is you do well to leave a comment. The president for the Catholic Bishop Association, Edituja.
You should bring it to our notice.
All right, come on and tell you the Maminka TFOS, your most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jenfi, President Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, and Meneno Edin Komono. Now, answer we know baby, no. A football banner would be the Ministry of Education, and for that matter, the Ghana Education Service on this particular issue.
Yeah, when the man on any accident, meaning answer, say, yeah, can you a I was on the Ministry of Education. They will say, "Hey, sorry, near this school bar, Ghana, before independence. Yeah, Chira and Sana, Abane, even before independence, all starting so, or shot here, or boy, I said, you're very bit Nipano, now Baba, boy, Ghana, money. And I said, Gold Coast manager. It is said that Muslims have been in Catholic schools. Catholics have been to Muslim schools. Presbyterians have been to Methodists all over. Conflict is there anyhow. Conflict, there have not been any conflict. But statements now, or more they should know. So there's a difference. And Ministry of Education also make that difference very, very clear. We have schools started by the missions and the Muslims. They started with a philosophy, a purpose. Later, the government came in to assist. We call this government-assisted schools. It doesn't mean that it belongs to the government. We enter into partnership with our sisters to train people for the nation. And yes, you are sisters in Chino. You say, sir, you are coming to throw away our philosophy. It's to say, I have to who are artistic, it's where you need to make it like any other school. That one will not fly. It will not fly today, it will not fly anywhere. We obey laws, but we don't obey bad laws. We don't obey bad policies, no matter from whom it is coming. They are very, very clear, as I'm saying, and they can verify it. To whoever says that he can remove our doctrine, our philosophy, our educational philosophy, our social teachings that help this thing from our education, remove them and bring all other things there so that there is nothing there. That is a bad law, a bad policy. And we don't follow bad laws and bad policy. One, it cannot agree. We enter into partnership. Not that you should come and take over and destroy everything that we have also established. No. So, Green Memorial, don't stick to all these things that he's saying, and then you will see what really the school will become. And even the government school, you won't do that. Let alone schools that belong to the mission.
So that's the president for the Catholic Bishop Association in Samuel Wadima, the Minister of Education, telling him, said, this issue is not about human rights, but rather we are talking about morals on the ground. We are talking about discipline, not human rights issue. Ahanum Bjay, so can subscribe. I think we are sharing for the next thing is you do to leave a comment.